Afternoon and Assalamualaikum everyone. If everybody is ready, we shall start our discussion straight away. Thank you for being here today. As you may know, my name is Aliff and I am the head of Student Innovation Unit Task Force. I will be chairing today's session. Our agenda today is to evaluate several solutions proposed during the previous pitching sessions and to determine whether a single solution or a combination of solutions would be the most practical in addressing the challenges identified. Before we proceed, perhaps we could briefly introduce ourselves.
Good afternoon. My name is Iqmal and I represent the Unit of Student Development and Employability Interests.
Hello everyone, I'm Ammar, focusing on curriculum design and academic delivery.
Hi, I'm Danish from the Department of Policy Planning and Resource Feasibility.
Hello, I'm Amirul. My focus is on student engagement and industry alignment.
Thank you, everyone. The aim of our discussion today is to critically evaluate from 5 proposed solutions to address skill gaps among graduates using feasibility, impact, sustainability, and alignment with industry expectations as our guiding criteria. Without further ado, let's get the ball rolling. Before we go any further, let us first examine the issue at hand. Let me give you a brief background regarding our problem. Despite achieving high CGPAs, many graduates continue to lack essential soft skills such as communication, teamwork, leadership, confidence, and problem solving. Employers increasingly report that graduates are academically strong, yet insufficiently prepared for the workplace. In fact, reports also indicates that graduates struggle, particularly in meetings and presentation, as well as team collaboration and adapting to workplace culture. Recent employability surveys show that rejection rates are often not due to lack of knowledge, but rather due to gaps in soft skills. In fact, a 2023 Lincoln Global Talent Report highlight that 89% of recruiters consider soft skills more important than technical skills. The underlying causes include a heavy focus on lectures, examination, and theory-based learning, with soft skills treated as optional or secondary. There is also low participation in clubs, volunteering, and competitions, coupled with lack of structured training, real-world exposure, and industry engagement. The consequences are significant, where graduates face unemployment or underemployment, and employers incur higher retraining costs, universities face pressure over graduate employability, and at national level, productivity and talent competitiveness decline. As the saying goes, degree open doors, but skills keep you inside. With this context in mind, let's move on to the 5 proposed solutions we received, which are number 1, promote participation in clubs, volunteering, and competitions. Solution 2, encourage more group projects and class presentation. Solution 3, include soft skills training such as communication, teamwork, leadership in university course. Solution 4, conduct workshops or seminars with industry experts. And the last solutions, provide internship opportunities to apply skills in real-life situations. Let's begin with solution 1, promoting participation in clubs, volunteering, and competitions. So, Iqmal, what are your views on this approach?
Thank you, Aliff. From my perspective, this is a practical and cost-effective solution. The key idea is not to introduce new structures, but to fully utilize existing campus opportunities. Through targeted awareness campaigns and faculty support, students can better understand how these activities contribute directly to employability. Clubs help develop communication, leadership, volunteering builds empathy and responsibility, while competitions enhance creativity and problem solving. These environments allow skills to develop organically.
I share that view. This approach is sustainable and encourages intrinsic motivation, which research consistently links to deeper learning. UNESCO YAF development findings indicate that students engaged in extracurricular activities are 30 to 40% more likely to demonstrate leadership readiness.
I understand the appeal, but I do have reservations. Since participation is voluntary, students who most need these skills may still opt due to time constraint and low confidence. As a result, the outcome can be uneven and difficult to measure.
Thank you, everyone. To summarize, solution 1 is low cost, sustainable, and leverages existing resources, offering strong potential for natural skill development. However, its limitations include voluntary participation, inconsistent impact, and challenges in standardizing outcomes. Well, let's move on to the second solutions. Ammar, what is your thoughts?
In my view, embedding group projects and presentations into coursework is one of the most effective strategies. If it ensures compulsory participation, meaning all students benefits. This approach closely mirrors real workplace collaboration and continuously expose students to communication, accountability, and conflict management.
Yeah, I agree. That is a strong point. This solution is also highly scalable and does not require additional funding. By integrating skill development into everyday learning, it ensures continuous exposure. The World Academic Forum consistently ranks communication and teamwork among the top employability skills worldwide.
While the benefits are clear, there are potential risks that we have to look at. Poorly designed group work can lead to free rider issues, student fatigue, and conflict. Without proper facilitation, the learning experience may be compromised.
So in a nutshell, Solution 2 provides compulsory, continuous, and scalable exposure to soft skills that closely resemble workplace collaboration. However, its effectiveness depends heavily on lecturer designs, assessment quality, and facilitation. Let's hear from Danish on the third solution.
Thank you, Aliff. So, I believe embedding soft skill directly into the curriculum is the most systematic approach. As we know, when communication, teamwork, and leadership are formally assessed, they become the core learning outcomes rather than the supplementary skills. Structure rubrics and peer evaluation also makes these skills measurable.
This approach aligns strongly with employer expectations. According to a QS graduate employability survey, institution that integrates soft skills into their curricula demonstrate higher graduate employment outcomes.
Yeah, that said, we should also recognize the challenges. Curriculum reform is typically slow and may face resistance from department prioritizing technical content. It also increases faculty workload and reduces flexibility once implemented.
So in summary, Solution 3 is structured, measurable, and sustainable, ensuring soft skills are treated as essential competencies. However, it involves significant administrative demands, slower implementation, and potential departmental resistance. So Amirul, could you share your perspective on our fourth solution?
Yeah, of course. Certainly, industry-led workloads are highly impactful as they provide direct exposure to employer expectation through role plays, simulation, and real case studies. They also help strengthen university-industry relationship.
Okay, I'm sorry. But these sessions are particularly effective in building confidence and self-awareness. A 2024 Graduate Outlook report showed that students who participated in industry-led workshops demonstrated stronger interview performance.
For me, there are also practical concerns such as funding, logistics, and scheduling can be challenging. Attendance may be also limited if the workshops are optional, and a one-off session tend to have short-term impact without follow-up.
So basically, Solution 4 offers practical, real-world insights and strong networking benefits, but faces issues of cost, attendance, scheduling, and sustainability if not integrated in the long term. Finally, let's discuss on our fifth solutions, which is internships. Iqmal, would you like to begin?
Firstly, internships provide the highest level of realism and impact. Students develop professional behavior, adaptability, and teamwork under real workplace conditions, supported by mentor feedback and reflection. Evidence consistently shows that internships significantly enhance employability.
Indeed, internships benefit students, employers, and universities alike. Malaysia's graduate crisis study indicates that graduates with internship experience are twice as likely to secure employment within 6 months.
That said, implementation remains challenging. Access is unequal, placement quality varies, and coordination is complex. These factors make it difficult for a student thus forced to manage effectively.
So to summarize, internships offer the strongest real-world learning outcomes, but are constrained by limited placements, unequal access, and high coordination demands. Thank you, everyone. We have now examined all 5 solutions in detail. At this stage, our task is to evaluate them comparatively and determine which approach is the most practical and impactful. Iqmal, would you like to begin?
After reviewing all options, I would prioritize solution 2, supported by solution 1. Solution 2 ensures equitable exposure as all students are involved and integrates soft skills into daily learning without requiring major funding or policy changes. Solution 1 complements this by providing opportunities for motivated students to further develop their skills.
I see the value in that combination. However, from a long-term perspective, I would advocate for solution 3. Embedding soft skills into the curriculum formally reinforces their importance. That said, I recognize that curriculum reform may not be immediately feasible for student-led task force.
From a feasibility standpoint, I believe the solution 4, when paired with solution 2, is more realistic. Industry workshops help to bridge the gap between academic training and also the workplace expectation. So, although they should reinforce skills that are already developed in class.
Well, while I believe solution 5 offers the strongest employability outcomes, I acknowledge its limitation in terms of access and scalability. As such, it may not be the most practical option at this stage.
So based on our discussion, I will now summarize everything and decide the final decision for our Student Innovation Unit Task Force. The most practical and defensible approach is solution 2, which is to encourage more group projects and class presentations, supported by solution 1 and solution 4. This combination ensures equitable participation immediately and implementable in a scalability and low cost. It also directly addresses communication, teamwork, leadership, and accountability, while extracurricular activities and industry workshops further reinforce real-world relevance. While internships and curriculum reform are valuable, they exceed the control and resource of a student-led task force at this stage. As the saying goes, the best solution is not the perfect one, but the one that can be implemented. In conclusion, addressing graduate skills gaps requires both systemic and experiential approach. By embedding soft skills development into everyday learning, supported by extracurricular engagement and industry exposure, graduate readiness can be significantly improved. So that's all for now. Thank you for this fruitful discussion and for your active participation. Let's end this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Aliff.
Thank you.